AITA for showing the kids what their dad did. My husband was staying at the hospital for some health issues. After he got out, he started wetting the bed every few nights. We talked to the doctor about it and they gave us meds, but they take time, so they suggested that my husband use adult diapers temporarily. He said no. And since he's too sick to do anything, then I'm the one having to clean up every time. I grew tired of it. He just kept wetting the bed and not even considering diapers at this point. Yesterday morning was my final straw. I saw that he'd wet the bed again and I just kind of went off. I kept talking, but it's like he wasn't hearing me at all because he just kept staring at the wall. The kids heard the fuss and came in asking what was going on. I showed them the state the bed and sheets were in and said, "See, your dad keeps wetting the bed and throws a tantrum when asked to wear a diaper." They stared and my husband looked shocked. He had them leave the room, then said I shouldn't have done that. In my defense, I wanted to defend myself because I thought it was unfair when the kids accused me of yelling at their dad, for no reason. He said I humiliated him in front of his kids and made him feel terrible. I told him he can be less embarrassed and feel less terrible when he stops wetting the bed like he was a child. He started crying, saying he's struggling with his health, and said that I was being cruel and condescending towards him now. I'm trying to turn the kids against him as well as shame him in front of them. My sister visited, and when I vented to her about it, she said she understood, but I was still in the wrong for getting kids involved. I'm feeling conflicted on whether I did the right thing, maybe to get him to understand how this has been affecting me as well. AITA for this? The kids' ages are 11/13. Okay, healthcare worker here. I understand your frustration and maybe can offer an alternative suggestion. They have this wonderful invention called a condom catheter. It slips over the penis like a condom and you can attach it to a Foley bag, urine collection bag. This may be an alternative solution instead of a diaper. That way you would only have to empty the bag in the morning. It also helps prevent skin breakdown from urine sitting on it. Complete kit: urinary incontinence 1 week. 7 condom catheters, external self-seal 32 mm. Intermediate. Plus premium leg bag 1000 ml tubing. Straps and fast and easy draining. https www.amazon.com/dp/b012193g90/ref =CMS Rapinid 3S5CKJ5Z72XZS00N45F. Here is the Amazon link. I hope this helps your situation. Edit. Thank you for the awards. New to Reddit and not sure what it means. But thank you. I'm not going to give a judgment because you are at your breaking point. He needs to wear the diapers. He's being incredibly selfish putting all this extra disgusting work onto you. He is too sick? Can he move? I think we need more info here and missed to add details on the husband's situations, why he can't take care after himself. I'd love to see everyone who has judged you as an clean the bed of someone who refuses to wear diapers repeatedly. NTA. But very close to ESH. I'm reading a lot of these YTA and wondering if any of these folks have ever had to be a caregiver. I hadn't done it until 2 months ago when my 95-year-old grandfather had to move in after a fall. He has been super cooperative and done everything I've asked to make things easier on everyone. It still gets difficult and frustrating. I couldn't imagine how I'd feel if he refused to wear diapers and was having accidents in his bed over and over. Your husband's refusal to wear depends to bed is ridiculous. Should you have lost it in front of the kids? Probably not. But the bottom line is, had he just had the decency to wear the Depends to bed, this never would have happened. Edit. After some responses and back and forth, I'm changing to ESH. I think the husband sucks for refusing to mitigate his issues and op sucks for dragging the kids into it. Husband ultimately sucks slightly more because he created this mess with his refusal to do something simple like wear a depends to bed. We can't control our health issues, but we can control, to a point, what we do about them. Thank you everyone for your input. Sue. I would put plastic sheets on the bed. Refuse to clean up after him and start sleeping on the couch until he starts wearing a diaper at night. His pride shouldn't outweigh your exhaustion. Care providers get fatigue, burnt out, and their own health and sanity suffers. Yay. You shouldn't have said anything to the kids. But it sounds like they are not aware how overworked you are feeling. Maybe a calm conversation would be a good thing. It isn't okay that his pride is burdening you. In sickness and health. Doesn't mean that you have to clean man pee off the bed on a nightly basis, just because he won't wear a diaper. Maybe you both need to sit down with his doctor and talk about this. You don't come off as a bad person, just a super tired one. You need help. And that is okay. Not just a tired woman on the edge. Letting exhaustion get the best of her and sickly man letting pride get the best of him. Info. Is your husband expecting you to clean up his mess every time? If so, stop. If you have a guest bed, tell him you will be sleeping there and he will be responsible for cleaning up the bed if he has an episode, as your sleep is important and he is disturbing your sleep. While I think kids should be aware of parents' health issues to some extent, I think your kids are too young. But I can see that you would be at the end of your rope. And lying to the kids isn't good either. And they are too old for mommy and daddy are having an adult disagreement. It's nothing to worry about. I think you were really backed into a wall here. Personally, I would find wetting the bed more embarrassing than wearing incontinence garments. There are reusable, washable incontinence underwear out there. Maybe that would be more appealing than disposables. So long as you are clear that he is responsible for cleaning them, and if he doesn't do laundry promptly and have some available, you will sleep elsewhere until he does. You shouldn't have brought the kids into it. Even though I understand why you did. He, however, is a bigger awe. Can he control the bed wetting? No. But he's refusing the bare minimum in keeping it contained with the diaper. I simply would have given him two choices. He wears the diaper or he cleans the sheets himself. NTA. Since dad is too proud to wear diapers. Leave the bed wet. Sleep on the couch. Edit to add NTA. Got the kids involved out of desperation and being at the end of her rope. Very surprised at all these YTA comments. Yeah, maybe it was kind of harsh to yell at him when he's sick, but for Christ's sake, if he knows he's wetting the bed, he should be wearing a diaper until he's no longer having the problem. 1. That grown-ass man should be able to realize by himself that wetting the bed isn't fun and wear diapers. 2. He was humiliated before his kids, yes. But only because he refuses to wear diapers. Any kid would understand that being sick happens and that's not something you can control. 3. You got to be really insecure if you fear to be humiliated in front of your own family. NTA. All these judgments against the op have obviously never dealt with the long-term care of a family member. Being sick does not absolve you from being a dick. And he was being a dick. This is either a nah or esh, and I vote the former. This is a horrible situation and I hope op is able to get the support they so desperately need. You need to talk to his doctor. They might have other ideas or help you feel better about not taking care of him. He's acting like a baby, not an adult. He needs therapy, and if he refuses, you don't need to keep changing the bed. You can walk away. Diapers aren't the only option. They sell disposable pads and things for the bed up. I'm honestly disappointed at the amount of people who think it's okay for the husband to refuse to wear diapers. Women bleed for a week every month. They bleed for weeks after birth. But they would get called disgusting if they free bled onto the bed and expected their husband to clean it up. Yes, adult diapers are demoralizing, but so are periods, and people know you have your period. What about women with irregular periods or medical conditions that cause them to bleed much more frequently than once a month? Or all the issues faced by women in postpartum? No. It's not nice that she brought her kids into it, but it's really pathetic that he couldn't get over himself enough to wear adult diapers. Not for weeks and weeks of his wife having to wash their sheets every day. I can't believe these comments. Sure, the best move would have been not to involve the kids. But I can only imagine the stress you're under. Being a caregiver can be incredibly tiring and frustrating. My parents had to take care of my grandma for a while, who can't do anything on her own. And it was so awful. I cannot judge you for that reaction when he's being so immature and not helping in the slightest. I get that wearing diapers can feel humiliating. But he's being very selfish by not even trying to find an alternative. NTA. Maybe try to get some therapy for your husband. Though, if he's feeling emotionally vulnerable or depressed because of this. Hello. I don't know if you've been offered them by your health provider or how it works where you are. But in the UK and some trusts we use things called convenes. They're like temporary overnight catheter bags that attach to what is essentially a condom in a tube. No insertion necessary. So you just roll one on at night over the penis. It sticks with a light adhesive. Pee all night into the bag and remove in the morning. If it's just urinary incontinence, maybe give these a try. As for the matter at hand, this is an all-round esh. You can't just pee willy-nilly and not be an awe. And you can't show your kids your husband wets the bed. NTA. He is able to take care of the problem. But he doesn't. Why does he think it's better to wet the bed than use adult diapers at night? Have you refused to do any cleanup after him? I hope you are sleeping in separate beds too. He needs to take care of this like an adult, not a child. I had major surgery. Was in the hospital for a week. Afterwards, I had a tube through my abdomen and into my bladder to keep it empty into a bag for 3 weeks. When that was taken out, it was agony to pee, and the sensations of needing to pee were out of whack. When I had the urge to go, I had to go now. Right now, I'd be lucky to even be able to get to the bathroom while at home. I wore the pull-up adult diapers because it was the right thing to do for myself. Because involving the kids was wrong. Kids should never be dragged into fights between the parents. It's damaging. But he's in the wrong for not sucking it up and wearing the damn diaper. Who wants to wake up in a wet bed? That's odd. I understand why you're fed up. Because this isn't fair to you. But you didn't go about it the right way. Honestly, NTA? He is actively choosing to wet the bed and cannot clean it. His pride is stopping him wearing nappies, but he's not prideful when continuing to wet the bed and make you clean it? NTA. I understand how frustrating that this must have been.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.